Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Butch here. I'm going to do the remainder of June read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Aquarius for June 2023? What message do we have for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. So the first thing I see is I feel like someone from your past. I feel like this person can't seem to get over you. I feel like when this person was, when you were together, or this could have been someone that wanted more that didn't proceed with it. But either way, this is someone. There was definitely something going on between the two of you in the past, and I feel like they kept getting hung up. I feel like this person wanted to be with you. They knew what they wanted. They knew what they wanted from you. But I feel like they're very defensive and very overprotective. And what I mean by, I feel like they were defensive of you. I feel like they got very overprotective very quickly. They wanted to be with you. They were drawn to you. But I feel like there was some jealousy. I feel like this person was jealous of other connections that you had. Other people around you. And one thing with Aquarius love connections. They love having multiple connections. They like to have other people in their life. They're very social. And I feel like this person, they've had trust issues in the past. I don't feel like this is no way, shape, or form your fault, Aquarius. This is on them. This is issues that they have to deal with, and they didn't deal with it very well. Like I said, I feel like trust is important to this person, but they felt like, it's almost like they felt like they're trying to keep you to themselves, but they weren't being successful in it. They got very defensive, very overprotective. It caused them to feel very, very defeated, feeling like they couldn't have you all to themselves. And that's something that you're probably never going to get from an Aquarius. You're not going to have an Aquarius all to yourself. But what you need to understand with Aquarius is that you may never have, they have other connections, but, when they're with someone, they're with someone. When they're with you, regardless or not if they have other outlets. Like I said, I feel like this person couldn't handle it. And it's a trust issue they had that has nothing to do with you. And I feel like they weren't being honest about how they felt. They were keeping it from you. And it's almost like it was a surprise when this person just kind of ghosted you, just kind of disappeared out of your life. It was too much for them. And they didn't tell you, so it's not like you had a fair warning. It's not like it mattered if they did tell you, because I feel like it would have been a red flag. But I feel like the reason they didn't tell you is because they knew it was on them. They put the walls up. You can't do that with an Aquarius. You can't put your walls up and expect them to come knocking all the time and just keep saying, keep showing up for you and keep being there for you and keep wondering without giving them any indication of what's going on. And I feel like that's exactly what they did. They kind of started shutting themselves out from you. They kind of self-sabotaged this connection. And like I said, I feel like it may have come as a surprise when this person finally disappeared because they weren't sharing how they felt. Now, moving forward with this person, I feel like this person, they see this as one of their biggest mistakes they ever made. There's so much regret in this person. They knew they had someone special right in front of them. They've seen that from day one. And then they went and they screwed it up. Call it emotional immaturity. I feel like in the past there was a lot of immature energy with this person. Lack of communication. I have my window open because it's really hot out, so I apologize for the cars going by. I try to stop them, but nobody listens. But like I said, I feel like they know they screwed this up. I feel like they've been spending a lot of time, in that hermit mode. A lot of time thinking, a lot of time, trying to move forward. Because this person has never let you go, and I don't feel like they ever will. They still want to be with you. They can't get over you. So the only thing they can do is find closure in the idea that they can't trust anyone. They come into a relationship with someone, especially someone that has other connections, and with trust issues, I mean, that's a recipe for failure right there. But like I said, I do see this person reaching out to you. They're not over you. They're not getting over you. And I feel like this person is going to put a lot of effort into coming back into your life. Now, like I said before, I feel like it moved a little quickly for them. So I do feel like they are going to take their time with this. I feel like they've grown. I feel like, they've seen a part of themselves that they wish wasn't there. And I feel like it helped them grow. It helped them move forward. And I feel like they're coming back to you in a completely different fashion. I feel like this person has finally got their shit together. They finally let go a lot of the burden. But like I said, they're going to come back and establish trust with you, because I feel like first and foremost, they got to make it right. They know. And like I said, with that 10 of Wands, they're going to put in the work to make things right. And like I said, I do see them with that Ace of Wands. I do see them wanting to reconcile. I do see them wanting to build a strong foundation with you. And I feel like they just never, they felt threatened. And I feel like that was, a lack of character on their part. And I feel like this person really, they didn't trust themselves. So a lack of confidence as well, maybe possibly low self-esteem, having trust issues from the past that they were bringing into a new relationship. I feel like that, it's never good to bring your old baggage into new relationships, and especially if they're going to hide it from you. I feel like if they communicated with you, things would have went a lot better, but I don't feel like it would have been successful. I feel like this person needed to want you. They needed to grow, and they needed to see what was right in front of them. And they didn't see that before. But like I said, I mean, I feel like this person is seeing things in a different perspective now. They're realizing they can't ask you to change because what you're doing isn't wrong. So they have to change. And I feel like they've made a lot of changes since then. And I feel like they continue to make changes. And I feel like this person will show up for you. But like I said, I feel like they're going to take their time. I feel like they're going to, I see a lot of big changes, but I feel like they're continuously growing. And they want to grow with you. Sometimes we meet people in a bad place, and I feel like that's exactly what this is. They weren't in a good place. They've seen other connections that you had as threats, which, is obviously wasn't the case. You know, and not being honest with you was another red flag. Like I said, with that devil card, I feel like they're finally letting go of that burden. They're seeing what they're losing. You know, and sometimes we have to lose everything to figure it out. And it's sad. But like I said, it was a self-sabotaging energy. They didn't come to you and they didn't talk to you. They made all these decisions in their own head. But the good part, the silver lining of this, is that this person's finally acknowledging the fact that this is their fault. You know, and like I said, I feel like they always knew it was their fault, but now they're really seeing it and realizing how much they've lost from self-sabotaging. You know, some people get in a good relationship and they self-sabotage because they're not used to it. You know, and some people get into a relationship like that and they're always waiting for the shoe to drop. You know, they want to trust you, but they're finding it hard. And they feel like the moment they do trust you is the moment that you turn on them. But I mean, this is skeletons in their closet. You know, this is demons that they're dealing with. And I feel like meeting you has caused a huge change in this person that's continuously, you know, I feel like this person's continuously evolving. And I feel like this person's finally ready to nurture this connection. They're finally ready to show up. You know, they're finally ready to acknowledge their own downfall. And one of the biggest things about making a mistake right is acknowledging the fact that you made the mistake in the first place. That's the first step. You know, they thought they were protecting themselves. Well, what happened in turn is they end up losing something very important to them. Something very special. Now with this person, I mean, we have all signs. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think I said that maybe already. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You know, it would amaze a lot of people to know how many people actually self-sabotage. You know, they're with the right person. They want nothing more than to be with that person, but they let overthinking conduct it. You know, there's people that get with someone, the more they like them, the more they're convinced that this person is going to hurt them. Because that's how the past has gone for them. You know, and I feel like this person has been hurt in the past. I feel like this person has been, you know, has been hurt by someone that was close to them. Possibly someone who cheated on them. Possibly someone, you know, hadn't been honest. And when it happens to people, sometimes we put our walls up. And, you know, it's fine when we meet people that we don't really care about. But when we meet someone we truly care about, it's almost like we put a double wall up. Because we're afraid of what they can do to us. You know, and sometimes we'll act like we don't care about the person. We'll push them away just to save ourselves that pain. But the sad thing about that is they can be pushing away one of the best things that ever happened to them. So what I'm saying in a nutshell is when someone hurts you in a past relationship and you move into a new relationship and you let what that past person do to you ruin your new relationship, that past person still has that power over you. You know, we just got to learn from bad relationships. Lesson learned. And move forward. We can't hold new people accountable for what past people have done to us. Or we'll never find happiness. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.